My dog Dash is officially a Dalmatian, but I personally believe there was an administrative error, and she should in fact have been registered as a demon, or at least a demon Dalmatian cross. A demation? I was first alerted to this fact when, on the first day we got her, she chased the postman down the path and tore his trousers. So now I have to deal with the fact that A, we have to go and collect our post from the post office now, and B, I know Postman Dave wears underpants with pink hearts on them. It was all downhill from there, really. I've stopped keeping count of the terrible things she's done. No one can count that high. It's humanly impossible. Don't get me wrong, I love Dash. She's cute and funny and her ears flop around adorably. She sleeps on my bed, although she did eat my pillows. She loves me too. It's just she seems to have been designed to cause trouble, and lots of it. I now only keep count of the extra awful and totally probably illegal terrible things she's done. And even that number is hard to keep track of. But it was one of these extra awful and totally probably illegal terrible things that made Dad finally snap. It was a lovely sunny day, because that's always how these stories start. It's all lovely and sunny and then something goes horribly wrong. But you already know that's going to happen. I've just told you that, and you're pretty clever. Anyway, the sun was shining, blah, blah, blah. Mum and Dad decided it would be a super idea to take Dash for a walk, or be taken for a walk by Dash, which is the way it usually went. So we put on our sun cream and our sun hats and strapped Dash into her new Houndini harness. Guaranteed escape-proof walking device for your darling dog. Ha, ha, ha. If anyone has a case for suing a company for misleading advertising, it's us. Anyway, Dash was all harnessed up and looking like a small horse, so off we went to the local park. It was a sunny day, as I have now mentioned 3 times, so if you didn't know that yet, then I frankly give up. The lovely weather meant the park was absolutely packed. Families having picnics, toddlers toddling, ice cream vans tinkling tunes, kids playing football, people baking themselves to bright red crisps. Absolutely heaving. Rammed. I started to feel a bit nervous. Dash isn't great in crowds. Well, actually, she sort of is. She loves them. She is her true self in a crowd. Unfortunately, her true self is a cross between a Tasmanian devil and a 6-year-old who is both hungry and has had too much sugar. But Dash was absolutely fine. She was trotting merrily along, occasionally pausing to stick her nose in a bin or in someone's bottom. But by her standards, this was gold star behaviour. I began to relax, and so did Mum and Dad. We wandered round. We bought ice creams. Dash met a cavapoo and a cockapoo and a jackapoo, and then, to everyone's amazement, an actual poodle. Who knew they existed? Anyway, in other amazing news, Dash met all these dogs and was calm and nice and gentle and practically like a normal dog and not a devil in a spotty fur coat. Unfortunately, I now know she was priming them for her big move. There's something you need to know about my town. We're called Heronsford, and, well, we have a heron. Yeah, you know, those weird stalky birds that stands really still and no one can ever tell whether it's real or plastic. No, not flamingos. Go less cool and more grey than flamingo, and you've got heron. Anyway, Heronsford is really, really proud of their heron. He's called Buster, and people buy him Christmas presents. I mean, what a heron is going to do with a bag of chocolate coins and a furry hat is beyond me, but you get the idea. People love Buster. I suppose it makes sense. Without him, our town would just be Ford. Anyway, Buster lives in the park on the lake. He sits all calmly on in the shallows, or a branch, or on the bank. He's not the most active of birds, but he does what he can to keep us all entertained. Today he was in his prime spot, a small brown rock near the edge of the lake. You can tell where this is going, can't you?